如果月球一不小心撞向地球，会发生什么？管理员将在游戏中模拟这一场景。紫色恶魔输入了一串神秘代码，在接下来的10天内，月球将会一步步接近地球，造成越来越多的灾难。村民能解决这场危机吗？
Look at this place, infested with villagers. There's an ocean nearby, a business district, a port district, an observatory outside the city. All the villagers are just living like nothing's happening.
村民在海滩上享受阳光，海浪似乎比平时大了一些，但村民并未在意。在天文台，科学家正在观察天空，望远镜显示出月球的异动。科学家带着文件匆匆赶往市政厅，在市政厅，科学家展示了数据，证明月球正在接近地球。领导人竟然不信。
Day 2 and yeah, those tides are looking higher than ever. They're covering like half the beach. These villagers are getting washed. Ooh, those kids! It just got them right into the ocean. Oh no, the villagers are trying to save them. Oh, that is tragic.
小村民死在了海潮中，城市中出现了大量村民抗议。
Look at all those villagers marching through the city. No way. Those coffins? Those tiny coffins? I don't even want to think about what that is. This must be some kind of citywide funeral service. A dark day for the villagers, all caused by that moon, and definitely not the purple demon. Well, that was sad, and looks like everybody, it's time to go home and move on. What's up with this guy? He's just sticking around. Let's call him John. Look, he's just staring at the grave. What are you gonna do? Eat it? Come on, John. It's time to go home. Finally. I don't know about that guy. Let's follow him. I got a weird feeling about him. He's going into the poor district. That must be his house. He's sitting on the couch. He's looking at some kind of picture. Oh, is that his son? I kind of feel bad for John now. Let's watch some TV. Here, I'll turn it on for you. Boop. Huh, that's the scientist. He's with the other scientists in the observatory. They're saying that it's caused by the moon and that the government's ignoring them about the situation.
约翰加入了抗议队伍，抗议队伍向着市政厅前进。月球比之前大了1/3，海水开始涌入城市。市政厅外，抗议者与警察对峙，局势非常紧张。政府的态度引发了民众的不满，混乱一触即发。城市的防波堤几乎难以抵挡日益上涨的水位，村民们加紧修筑石坝。
But these aren't protesters. They're building a stone dam all around the city. Look, the water's gonna reach the top. I mean, it would be a pity if someone blew this dam up. Boop, 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 boop. Now just light this up and boom! Look at all that water going into the city. All the protesters and police are getting washed away. Look, everyone's trying to swim around. But where do we go from here? Day 4 and where'd the city go? No way. The entire city is underwater. We can only see the tops of the high buildings and skyscrapers. What's going on inside this? Rich villagers and the villager leader are all hanging out in their penthouses. Are you serious? These guys still seem relaxed, like everything's okay. The world is literally underwater, bro. What's going on in that other skyscraper? All the protesters are there with John. The waters are getting higher and higher. These protesters are panicked. Wait, where'd the rich villagers go? Wait, I'm an admin. I can just teleport to him. Typed in this in the chat and... Huh? Some sort of underwater base. It's made all of glass. No wonder they weren't worried. Of course, they just built something to protect themselves. And now the builders are building underwater houses for the rich villagers. Now I get it. The villager leader spent a bunch of emeralds to hire builders. They built an entire underwater city, air tanks and dive masks, and that explains why they were so relaxed when the city was flooding. What about John and his boys? They're trying their best. They're building primitive wooden structures from one skyscraper to another. They're creating like a net of bridges. I get it, I respect it. They're just trying to survive out here. Huh? The water stopped rising. John, he's about to give some sort of speech. He's splitting everybody up into groups. There's one group of fishermen, one group that is creating stores with food and tools, and a third group, and they're crafting some sort of forge. It's crazy. This guy is setting up his own society. And yo, the moon is like 50% bigger than it was before. Day 5 and yo, John's boys did good. This place is looking not bad. It's like those primitive building YouTube videos. Let's go see the underwater city. Wow, the builders are doing everything and these rich villagers are just chilling. Look, they're just feasting on some cooked fish, looking through their glasses at the sharks and the fish, the whales. It's like one big aquarium. What are those tiny tables for? Huh? They're shaking. They're falling. Okay, now people look scared. What's going on? The skyscrapers are starting to fall because of an earthquake. Uh-oh, this is bad for John's people. There goes another one. The villagers are jumping in the water to avoid being smashed by the buildings. Oh! They're all trying to swim away. Uh-oh. Sharks! They're coming for the villagers. Looks like these villagers are about to be dinner. Aye, the sharks are eating those villagers. The other ones are trying to swim away while they still can. Huh? What is that? It's some sort of fortress ship. When did they build that? There's John and the scientist. They're talking to each other. So after Tom was ignored by the villager leader, he went back to the observatory. They weren't just gonna wait around while the world ended, so they gathered their crew and they built this fortress ship. And now the scientist and John have teamed up. Day 6, and let's go check those rich villagers out. Okay, there's nobody here. Huh? A crack along the bottom of the ocean. Oh! The entire underwater base just fell through. But still, where did all the rich villagers go? Huh? It's another ship. This one's smaller than the protesters, but it looks way more advanced, and it has cannons. No, the rich villagers are telling the builders to aim cannons at the poor villagers' ship. Well, it's Captain John Sparrow, and he sees it coming. Oh, we got hit. Oh, that's gotta hurt. The scientist is taking command. He's telling everybody to get to their stations. They've got their own cannons, and they're aiming back. Oh, it is all-out war at sea. I kind of feel bad, though. I want to help them a little bit. What can we do? I know. My favorite, TNT. What happens if I just stick this into the barrel of a cannon? I think I know what's gonna happen. Oh, that was even better than I thought. A few hours later, both of these ships are damaged but still functional. The villagers have stopped shooting at each other and they're just focused on repairing their ships. But before they could get back to fighting, look at that. What is that? Some sort of smog. Whoa, everybody's like suffocating. What's going on? Look, there, a volcano, it's erupting. That must be where the smog's coming from. Okay, let's go see this moon. Yeah, the moon is getting really close to Earth. Day 7 and yo, the ocean is completely frozen. It's probably because the sunlight's all blocked and there's snow falling from the sky. All the villagers are dressed up in warm clothes and they got snowboard goggles. The ships are completely covered with snow. The rich villagers are telling their builders to go to war. They're running towards the poor villagers with swords. And John's telling his troops to attack the builders. Oh, this war is not over. But the scientist doesn't seem happy about it. He's telling John to stop the war, but John's ignoring him. Yo, he just jumped off into the battle. It looks like a lot of villagers are dying from both sides. Huh? The scientist is taking a megaphone. He's saying something. He's calling for a truce. Everybody's just looking at him talk. And, nope, I don't think that worked. No truce today. It's nighttime, but I don't even think you can tell because there's no sunlight at all the entire day. And the moon is like 70% bigger than it was before. And is it me or the shape kind of looks like it's off? Right, because of Earth's gravity, it's now pulling the moon and distorting its shape. Looks like the battle's done for today, but there's one guy. What's he doing? He's jumping off the rich villager ship and he's running towards the poor villagers. He's climbing up on a ladder and put a note on the door and then he left. What kind of fishy business is going on here? Day 8 and the scientist is headed towards the captain's bridge. Look, he saw the note. He's reading it. Some of the poor villagers now have ice fishing drills and they're jumping off the ship. They're drilling through the ice and they're trying to fish. Makes sense. They probably run out of food a while ago. Wait, what's going on? They're in pain. Oh, they're melting. That's gotta be acid rain. Yikes. Scientists try to get away, but all those blocks are melting. He's running down into the cabins. Let's follow him. Whoa, the cabins are reinforced with iron and obsidian blocks because the rest of the ship is definitely melting under that acid rain. How about the rich villagers? Did they see this coming? Their ship is also half destroyed, and they're hiding at the bottom of their ship in some sort of bunker. Looks like the rain is finally chilling out. The rich villager's ship is entirely melted except for the bunker room they were hiding in, and the poor villager's ship is entirely melted except for the reinforced cabins. John and the scientists are headed towards where the fishermen were fishing. They're looking through the holes. Now they're headed back towards the ship. What were they looking at? Huh? There's acid water. Looks like the acid rain has filled the ocean with acid through those holes. Ooh, that is bad. So their entire food supply has been poisoned. It looks like everybody's starving now. Oh, look, a poor villager. He has a cookie in his pocket. Uh-oh, he just got spotted. Now they're fighting over the cookie. Yeah, I have a feeling that tomorrow is gonna be all-out chaos. Day 9 and yo, the moon is completely egg-shaped and it's so close to Earth. And on the moon's surface, look, there's a massive earthquake. And back in space, the moon is breaking up into chunks. Look, and the chunks are forming a ring around Earth. Oh, this is definitely gotta be bad news on Earth. Well, at least the sky's clear once again, and the sun is shining through. Where'd all the villagers go? Look, it's the city. Oh, well, what once was the city, it's all covered with greenery and dead fish now. Wait, look, it's a scientist, and there's a rich villager. They're walking on the street. That's the same villager who put the note on the captain's bridge's door. Oh yeah, what was on that note anyways? After the scientist read the note, he gathered his scientist crew, and he met up with that rich villager. They escaped from the ship towards an unknown direction with food crates. So basically, that note was a proposal to steal the food and escape from the war that John and the rich villagers were fighting. Instead of fighting each other, their only goal was to survive and live in peace. Wow. Day 10 and yo, look! The moon is turned into this ring of chunks around the Earth. And there's more villagers than ever before. They're building a dam around the city, a new city, and they're reinforcing all the foundation of the houses with obsidian and iron to prevent them from getting destroyed by earthquakes. This is like a villager's utopia. And what is that? Some sort of space estate agency. Looks like the grand opening. And the rich villager, he's about to cut it with scissors. Title says, live on the moon ring. No way! So this agency sells chunks of the moon for people to go and live on? You gotta be kidding me. And there's a whole line of villagers who are now gonna go live on the moon chunks. I just can't. I can't with these villagers. I wonder how this is gonna pan out in 100 days from now. Let's see. Whoa. There's the moon ring, and there's a house, but it's made entirely from sort of special glass with an ecosystem inside. There's trees, modern homes, families of villagers. They don't even have astronaut suits. They must have oxygen inside those glass domes.